Fast. What happened last time, guys?
Ooh, so much.
We got betrayed. Trying to look for her name.
Well, let's see. Kailthas was having some trippy dreams with corruption. That was fun. Where I found out that, you see, they're kind of souls of people who lost their purpose and such, so they're here to just take that from everyone else down here. Also, after we started trying to go to find out who Fanfea was, he decided to just morph into one of his other seasons. This one being the paranoid as shit Winter, whom we eventually helped get to Fanfea, who was involved in some weird culty ritual, and where a fight between the corrupted and us ensued, where in order to get to Fanfea in time, we was like, let's try this. And Thunder stepped his ass all the way to Fanfea, but unfortunately for Leona, he was like, "Wow, bitch," and they stepped right the fuck out. From there, a whole lot of shenanigans and the fight ensued. But fun thing was that our friend corrupted, everything in that little circle during the fight, the ritual circle eventually got stuck in there and summoned those who wandered, or as I call it, the big ass kaiju Wendigo. And who was the reason for the kaiju Wendigo and the corrupted being here? You guessed it, Aiko, the stripperific kitsune we thought was our friend. Of whom Leona and Avaris tried to go up against us, thinking like, "Oh, it'll be fine, we can take her." No, we were wrong. She ate everything we had to throw at her, and laughed before she's had some giant spectral demon wolf come in and bite the shit out of us. And from there, we were up with the Vagars. They were like, that thing's on a crash course towards the aspect who got all jacked up with corruption. So if we don't stop it, it's probably gonna try to absorb him, eat him, or kill him, or some combination of those three. So all y'all better get to stepping, and fast. So after a short rest, we decided to catch up with this thing, do all our powering up and stuff to try and fight it off. And that's where we're at now.
Yeah.
That was great.
But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Now you guys are currently in pursuit of this thing before it reaches the aspect, and need to stop it before it reaches the end of the map. I will say it will take, on the 6th turn, it will reach the end. So you have at least 5 turns to 6 turns to stop it. But in the prep round, I believe Kailthas Hunters marked it. Leona hexed it, which this next turn or upcoming turn, that's probably when you can Hexblade.
I also hit the Hexblade curse too.
Yeah, but that would be considering that's two different bonus actions.
Oh.
So yeah, this next turn you can definitely hex curse it, but
okay.
So when you were talking about prep round, could we actually move from where we're at, or no?
You can position yourself wherever you wish on the map. Just be careful on how close you are to them. I'll just say that much.
Yeah, I just want to get just within range.
Yeah. Just
so I can cast my hex as well.
Gotcha. So 2 hexes on them.
I'm just trying to be close enough to where I can still fire at it, but not lose it out of my eye line of sight.
Yeah.
What exactly is your class again, Anthonie?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm always get confused.
He is.
Classes.
So it is a blend of classes, because I have an idea in my head. I don't know if you read it upon Illustrating, but she's kind of like a dancer of Illustrating, but it is a mixture of Paladin, Warlock, and Sorcerer.
Cool.
So to avoid adding Cleric into it, she is a Divine Soul Sorcerer.
Cool, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool goddess and stuff, and a little bit of lore, dancer of illustrae. It's kind of what I call it. But they use their long swords. They're like the kind of like chosen and whatnot, and they do both healing and damage. So
Cool.
yeah.
It's also fun to research.
Yeah.
I will say for Joey, who's already pretty much moved, that will be basically your movement right there.
Yep.
So go ahead and take the first turn, sir.
Cool. So riding up on my steed and fireball. That's all right, guys.
Fair enough. Okay. Dexterity save.
So he's drag and drop. Oh, nice.
That's a lot of damage.
It rolled a natural 20, and it's advantage because it has
Dude, it's
this.
high damage.
But it is pretty good damage, so that's still going to do 18 damage to it. As
Oh, that's just being a dick.
I would
Yeah.
just spell silvery barbs. I'm just kidding.
So
and that's it. Thanks.
all right. So as you are riding across the field, it sees you as you're riding across and sees you reel back its fireball towards it, and it blocks most of the damage with its arm. So that's why it didn't take as much. You could also see across its body many faces carved into its body, as if
that's
they're
horrifying.
screaming.
Bro.
At the end of your turn, it will look at you and
Uh-oh. It's gonna do it right back.
Please
Right,
have the
right.
horse make a strength save.
Did I have a step up?
It should.
Yeah, all right.
The giant tape.
Ooh. Luckily, so as it raises its hand towards you, you feel like almost like gravity shoving you and your horse towards it, but you are able to resist it. Your horse stays firm in its place and does not move towards it.
Cool.
All right.
It sticks its tongue out.
Yeah.
It's the closest thing I could for a horse.
It is Kailthas' turn.
Do you want one of us to control?
Yes, let's say Anthonie, because I don't think Anthony's had a chance to control Kailthas yet.
Trying to figure out what I want to do for that. Boop.
Make sure you have permission to look, because
I don't.
Okay, yeah. All players. There you go.
And he's gonna come back with no spells. We can use them all.
Fire everything.
Okay. If you give me a brief second to look at his spells.
No problem. You guys can also just definitely strategize and stuff like that while and all that type of thing.
How can we discern things about this creature? Is there like a roll? Is that an action?
It would be. It depends how evasive you want to be. Like, considering you just saw certain moves or reactions it does, you can, do a quick, roll for it to see what that was. But if you're really trying to, figure out what it can do without seeing when it does it, that would probably take an action.
Okay.
If you get what I mean. So it's kind of it's up into interpretation, in a way.
Okay.
Depending on what you guys want to find out.
He does not have.
Say when I'll talk to Kenny when he gets here, because I know he wanted to do certain things, talk to it. So I'll explain that once he gets here.
Guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, he can still do his normal actions and bonus actions, stuff like that. That was basically just gonna be free action stuff.
Longbow, 150, 60. Hunter's mark is already on, right?
Yeah, Hunter's mark's already on him.
Okay, so will he be able to get a clear view from where he's at? Yeah.
Yeah, it's tall enough to where even like past this ridge and stuff like that, you can still see it.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Kailthas as Hunter's Mark and Dreadful Strikes on his first attack. He is going to use the longbow attack. He doesn't have any advantage or anything, does he?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he would gain advantage.
Cool. First attack.
Fuck.
Yeah. Fletch is back.
Yeah, there we go. Someone else take control of.
Fletch is back. Yeah. 10, 19, 20. Oh,
That's 35 points of damage.
35.
Ow.
Yeah. Second shot. I guess he always has advantage. Always roll advantage. Advantage toggle. Sorry, Kenny, I gotta change that. Second attack.
That does hit.
22. Or another 15 damage.
Yeah.
Oh. Leona, what did you hex those who wander with ability?
I hexed it on, let's see.
I think it's strength?
Yes. Yeah, strength checks.
Yeah.
Strength? Okay, then I'll go dex. No, it doesn't look Destrix. Let's do wisdom. Just in case someone tries to mind control or do something to it.
I don't have no spells.
Okay, is that Kailthas' turn?
I don't think he has bonus action things, right?
Other than Hunter's Mark.
Which is already cast. Healing Spirit, we don't need that out right now. Yeah, and it looks like that is it for him.
Okay. At the end of your guys' turn, it's going to use its second.
Actually, he has 35 feet of space because he's Wood Elf, right? Okay. Well, I'll move 5 more feet because I only moved 30.
Can't remember. But regardless, legendary action. All 4 of you, please make me strength saves.
No, thank you.
Wow, too bad, damn bad.
Kailthas. Let's save. The second one was Kailthas. They were both 10.
Okay. Move yourself. Those who failed, move yourselves 20 feet closer to it.
Thank you. Kai wants to get closer.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, it's not a bad thing. Don't get too.
Whatever the DM wants you to do, we do not want to do it.
That is true.
Well, I want us to get closer anyway.
Yes, please get closer to it.
Kai, I need to get within 30 feet to put Hexblade's curse on it, so.
Hey, Kenny.
Hopefully I didn't miss a lot, but...
I crit with your character.
Basically, you get it with the natural 20.
I was trying to get done with what I was doing as quick as possible.
You're alright. You got a good opening round for, let's see, 35, 48, right. 50 damage on your first round.
Yeah,
so
damn.
Alright. Well, I'm here now. What are we fighting? I don't see...
guy just
zoom out
to the left.
How do you miss that thing?
There we go.
Oh, I did not miss.
I was apparently zoomed in too much.
Yeah.
And Avaris is a giant monkey, so kaiju fight. Hell yeah.
All right, so the negotiation plan didn't go through, and we're just fighting it. That seems.
So,
I don't know what the negotiation thing was.
Yeah, so I was going to explain it to you, Kenny, when you arrive, what you can do basically at the end of your turn, or at any time during your turn. Basically, when you guys arrive, you guys are still like going to have to stop it, but you do have a connection with it because you can see it now. Before it was just a random like occurrence. This time you can clearly see what this thing is, and you can possibly commune with it in a way. I don't know if commune's the right word, but but yes, you can basically talk to it if you wish. I'm not going to make that like cost an action or anything. And
it apparently is my turn. So I apparently came in at...
it was your turn as Anthonie landed a crit and another big damage on it. So
now it's its turn. Okay.
It's about to be, but like I said, you can still do whatever roleplay thing you want to do with it. Unless you want to wait till next turn, considering you just got here.
Say probably just go ahead and wait till next turn because I gotta find the information.
Yeah.
I literally turned my computer on, jumped onto the internet, and
talk now. All right, but as it's their turn.
We were watching the final episode of Stranger Things. I'm like, come on, hurry up, stop dragging it out, finish.
2.5 hours later.
Was pretty awesome.
So I'm sitting here watching the clock go by as it's getting closer to 6, and the amount of time left in the episode is not getting any smaller. I'm like,
As you guys, as it is its turn, you see it start to draw energy from the forest around as it corrupts the forest around it and heals 25 HP. It will then look towards the one that threw the fireball at it and the one that just shot it straight in the eye. And the first one is going to be at...
I should actually get my character sheet up.
As it like raises its hand and throws a giant spike, right, wooden spikes right at you, sir.
Is that me or the horse or both?
Both.
Alright, that's me and the horse.
I don't think it matters for the horse.
Not particularly.
Unless
the horse is on fire today.
Second, it is determined. It is good to go. It still takes half damage, which is 9 damage. But you failed, so you take 19 damage, sir.
Yikes!
Please make a concentration check to see if you keep the giant ape up.
Oh, so with that, is it just pressing Constitution?
Yep, Constitution saving throw.
Oh, saving throw.
Saving throw. All right, you still have concentration on it.
Same thing. Good thing I did it twice.
Second one will be Kailthas. Roll the damage for that one.
Do they have to roll to hit, or is it just straight dex save?
It's a straight dex save.
Okay, hang on.
Think of it as like a hail of thorns headed your way in that area. That is a pass, so you take half of that, which is 8, I believe.
Okay, I was gonna say your text does not say half; it just says. Oh wait, there it goes on success.
Take half on the damage and no stack of corruption. Which reminds me, Joey, you take a stack of corruption because you failed. Or, yeah, you failed that.
Damn it.
All right.
All right. at the end of its turn, it will move 15 feet.
Pull me closer, you son of a bitch.
All right, Kai, it is your turn.
Boop. Yes. Oh man, I still gotta put gifts. Hexblade curse.
Okay.
So I create on 19s or 20s. Then I get to add my proficiency as damage. That's the bonus action. Let's see. Can't do that. Because he is. Oh, also, when he absorbed when it absorbed the energy around here, what was the area like? What's the area looks like, or how far does that energy look like it took from?
It was basically like where it was basically where the aura was. Though it doesn't seem like it left anything like behind to, for example, like the lava elemental you guys fought, like when it walked away, it left scorched earth behind. It doesn't seem like it left like corruption or anything behind, or...
does it look like desiccated, like shriveled up leaves or anything? Okay.
It basically looks like the wither and bloom type of thing.
Okay. Hexblade curse. That's only on an attack roll. Okay. Thing. Bonus. You gain a bonus to damage rolls. Oh no, it's actually damage rolls. Okay, and I think Hex is to damage rolls as well. Okay.
Or
it is in that area.
Hex is attack rolls. Hexblade's curse is damage rolls. Which is funny.
I think Hunter's Mark is attack rolls and Hex is damage rolls.
It's also attack rolls. I mean, I've also looked this up because I totally wanted to do the magic missile stuff with it. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that.
No, magic missile is only on whatchamacallit. Hexblade curse, because Hexblade curse is damage.
Hexblade curse works.
Sorry. Trying to click on these modifiers. I think this will work. I'm going to use my last level 2 spell to use a Wither and Bloom on it. Okay. And I'm hoping that when it tries to heal again from that area, because it desiccates plant life around it, it won't be able to heal.
Oh, I get you. So you're trying to desiccate it before it gets a chance, basically?
Yeah, so it's like you don't have the life to take from it.
That's cool.
That's fair. So you're basically aiming for its feet and the area around it?
Yeah, and so Wither and Bloom is DC Constitution 17.
It does have resistance, so it does have advantage. Oh wow, it rolled 2 4s on each one.
So a total of 12 damage into it. And I'm hoping all that plant life is dead around it, so it can't heal. And that's her turn. That was bonus action movement.
All right.
Action,
end of your turn. It's gonna use its legendary actions were reset, so it's gonna use one of them to specifically on you. And please make me a strength save.
Oh yeah.
All right, 20 closer. And that will be its thing. So that's Kai's turn, correct?
Yes.
All right. And in this corner.
Alright. Kong's gonna make his way over.
Let's go.
He's gonna use his 40 feet movement to get there and pick up a rock and throw it. Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
I hate my life.
He picks up that rock. It's gigantic boulder.
Boom. Right across the face. Let's see, that was 49?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Let's go.
Monk.
Just giving it resistance. Or actually, let me check if I actually gave this resistance. I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did.
You
No, I
did
didn't.
it to the magic, thinking that we would all use magic on it.
Oh, fair, but
Question: does the monk's unarmored AC?
no, unfortunately not.
Totally an ape.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Just fucking Kung Fu monkey, basically.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Kung Fu monkey.
Yeah, unfortunately, like all of the players' things, like traits and stuff like that, don't work on the actual polymorph itself. They purely become the polymorph. So
If you wild shape though, yeah.
if you wild shape, that's a different story.
Right.
I believe you still have one more attack because it's a multi-attack.
I don't know if it does it for the rock.
I don't remember actually.
Yeah,
I believe the rock takes your full action.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I mean, hell of an action.
Yeah, multi-attack's only for the fists.
Beat on your chest.
Yeah, he makes a mighty roar, showing off.
You know what? It was worth it.
It was dope.
Alright, second legendary
Yes,
action.
that is Kong's turn.
Ow.
So you may as well have hit him twice, just both almost 25 damage each.
Yeah, basically. Both of you make me a strength save.
I don't want to. Stop making me do those.
It's the dragon.
Oh,
Oh my god, what is up today? That's
I
crazy.
do not know.
That is
I assume you
insane.
guys could hear the rooster since he's
Yeah.
down here in the same room with me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Let's
dragon
give me
is
one.
back. Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
so I use it if I fail. Did I fail?
I am curious. Why do you have a rooster in your room?
He was originally a injured rooster that we took in as a baby chick and was supposed to be a chicken, so he wasn't supposed to be the crowing, make lots of noise kind of chicken.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had him ever since a little chick, and he's been an indoor spoiled little chicken.
That's Smoker's turn. Leona.
Which apparently he is unhappy and noisy right now.
God, you guys are just
Eldritch
rolling like
Blast.
crazy right now.
Let's go.
7 damage.
Bullshit.
That one does miss, unfortunately. Well, I mean, it hits it, but it doesn't affect it, is what I should say. It's hard to miss this thing. End of your turn, it's going to use the last of its legendary actions to pull these guys in again.
You want to move, Leona?
No.
If that's Leona's turn.
Yeah.
It's anti-question. I reject.
Well, when Leona moves
There we
there, let me...
It had to be Leona to get the 4 rolls.
Okay, yeah, it is still you two. Can't get Leona and all 3 of you at the same time.
And then I haven't moved much yet.
Oof. What is up with my 5s? I'm gonna have to switch browsers.
All right, move pretty much on it.
All right, I'm gonna mute my mic.
That's all good.
It's funny.
When Kai gets in the aura,
That ends its turn within 5 feet.
I will also say, considering you just entered it, using its legendary action thing, you make the save throw.
So it's not when I end my turn? You saying right now?
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Basically, if you guys voluntarily decide to stay there, that's when it also triggers. But if you're forcibly pulled there, then yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So, good shit.
You're stuck in here with me, bitch. She learned the whisper slip.
Joey, it is your turn.
Alright. I am going to fireball and then run away.
Get rid of the rest of the vegetation, yes.
There's another fireball in its face.
Yes, please.
Alright, that time it doesn't save. As you catch that one off guard.
There we go. 30 damage, and then I got like 100 feet of movement, which is just ridiculous. I'm gonna... Pretty sure I can... What's that, like 40?
You want to go up in the map?
Yeah, and then hide behind this big rock outcropping, is my thought. And then run back and do stuff. I'm all the way over here.
Dangerous game. Take a bit.
And that's it, thanks.
Alright. Kailthas.
So I have a quick question on since when you were playing as me earlier, did you Hunter's Mark? Because I see it's clicked on. Okay.
You guys, I believe you said you Hunter's marked it like for the prep thing like last time.
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I had that on or not. So,
yeah.
All right. So Kailthas is going to load a Radiant Arrow. And take a shot.
I'm gonna crit. Aw.
Still hits.
Close. So that's one shot. Aw. One on the psychic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I just did 23 damage to it or something.
And second shot.
Alright. That does hit. It does take half of that though. Let's see, that would be 12. Or yeah, that would be down.
And you said end of the turn, correct?
Yep.
So I will go ahead and give it a shot and try to connect with it.
All right. Let's see. I won't make you do a roll for it because you've already communed with it before and you've already know how, it's right there. So go ahead and say what you wish and see what happens.
Why are you doing this? You said you wish to find purpose, but what you're doing now is only taking purpose from everyone else. You only are spreading the pain to everyone else. If you really truly want to find a new purpose, I can give you one. Fight to protect and save people from the pain that you have already felt. You may not be able to get back what you've lost, but sometimes something new comes from it. I say I had to change it up because of current situation.
All right. As you end your turn and it becomes its turn, you hear back like a cacophony of like screaming, just because like from the damage you guys are doing to it. So like you start to hear it yourself. You then hear we know not of what we do. We have only seen darkness. Why won't you let us see the light? What future can you promise us?
Do I have a chance to respond?
Yeah.
You don't need to take someone else's light. I can help you get your own back. For it is not taking that will restore your light, but the actions that you do, the kindness that you show to others that will rekindle your own. What you're doing is only pushing your light farther away.
Your response is, why should we show kindness when we have not gotten any in return? We have been left in the darkness for so long. And when we finally found a light, you want us to stop.
Light has to be earned and given from another in a way that isn't taking. I gain my light from the friends around me. I can be your friend. I can nurture your light. Bring it back to you.
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Oops, I didn't have it. I'll roll again. I didn't have it toggled.
With that persuasion, it will look back to you and say, if you want to show us our light, then prove that you can stop us. As it says that, it raises its arm against Kai and slams down.
Sure you want to do that? I don't want you to do
Well,
that.
shit.
Yeah.
Disadvantage. All right. So that one will miss. Who do you give advantage to?
Myself.
All right. It will swing once more.
Stop it. Oof. She got hit.
Yeah.
So, as you say something to distract it, because I'm assuming that's how Silvery Barbs works.
4, 13, 41. Oof. 41. The sorcerers do not like that.
You take a stack of corruption.
Okay.
You still have your hex up.
Yeah.
And that will be its turn. It will move.
Is it
its...
moving?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it look like it's running away?
Remember, once it gets to the edge of the map, that's when it wins, in a way, because it is trying to get to the aspect.
Oh, I wish I knew that during my turn.
Are you saying for movement? Kai wipes the blood from her mouth and smiles as she puts runes onto her hand and casts an emotion, and she is gonna fuck this bitch up. She casts a level 3 Scorching Ray against this, so there's 4 attacks coming his way, one of them with advantage because of silvery barbs.
Yep.
Castlevania.
I get to add hex damage and Hexblade's curse.
Yep.
So first attack, Scorching Ray. 1. Next one. 2, 3, and 4.
Why are these spiritual weapons?
Oh.
Yeah. It's the same attack, or it's the same modifier, so it's fine. Just use the damage,
3
basically. First 3 hit. Oh, well, of course, the last one misses.
Not the spell description. 1, a 2, a 3.
Okay. Oh, it's just 3 8s.
Wait, didn't you get a 19 on that first one? Because finishing Hexblade's curse, you crit.
Yeah, I did crit.
Oh.
Thank you.
Good shit.
A 4.
So, give me the total.
Why you gotta make me do math?
Because that's the responsibility of the player.
That's a lot of numbers, man. I'm trying to type
16
it.
plus 5 plus 8 plus 6 plus 8.
Yeah, 62 points of damage.
8 plus 11.
Oh my god.
And then Kai takes the blood from her runes and sprawls it across the sword as she uses her quicken spell and her stored Scorching Rays, which is at level 4 or level 3, sorry. And there's 4 more bolts that come.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Guy just comes out blasting.
just turns her sword to a machine gun. Like,
I keep doing that. 1.
Oh my god.
2.
She doesn't like being attacked,
3.
guys. Doesn't like being hit, apparently.
This is insane.
Apparently, she said, those who want to know, it's those who get blasted.
That's an additional 32 damage.
Okay. So, as that happens, it does go down. As it falls to its knees and reaches out towards the light, and as the wooden things keep staying where you are. Unless that's your movement.
Yeah, that was my movement.
Okay, cool.
How much damage was that? That was ridiculous.
100 and something. Or like,
Jeez.
yeah, it was like close to 100.
Yeah, there's no kill like overkill, guys.
Yeah.
Over what?
Can you meta magic? Double twin one, the Scorching Ray? I thought it was one of the ones that are
I can't twin that spell, but I quickened it.
Oh, that's why you did. Gotcha.
As it falls to a knee, and it's the wooden part of like the forest that was like brought together into this being start to fall apart, and Kailthas, you start to recognize it coming from it, the black ichor that you saw in your first dream when seeing this thing. And as that thing starts to reform, and it's still using the skull of the giant elk head, but you see it reform, and it looks to all of you.
Eat it.
And now its sights are set on you guys.
Did we just start the Dark Souls boss?
Yeah, phase 2, motherfuckers!
Oh my god.
I know how much
Kai wants
damage
to
you
back
guys
away.
can do. It's just unfortunate that you rolled crits off the bat.
I was suspicious about, like, wait a minute.
This is too easy. It will look towards the. It will look towards you two again, and use its legendary action as those reset, and pull you guys towards it.
Stop it. Yeah.
All right, giant ape, move toward 20 feet towards it.
Oh no, it's in. Congratulations, you just made Avaris get in punching distance.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Avaris.
All right. This guy is going to essentially now move himself in front of it.
Let's go.
Remember when moving through the aura, it's half of your movement because it's difficult terrain?
Am I moving through his aura? Is it? I thought it was 5 feet.
It's a 10 feet aura, but if you're 5 feet within it, or next to it, that's when it does the lethargy.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and put it again. So it's a 10-foot aura, difficult terrain, and then a 5-foot. If you're 5 foot next to it, that's when you have to make the save at the end of your turn to not get incapacitated.
Is there a way you can put that on the token yourself? Like, get the token in an aura?
Another aura.
I met a 10-foot
I'm just
aura.
trying to figure out where the aura starts and where do I need it. I think it would mean I would end at least here.
So basically, where if your token is touching the purple edges, that's the.
You don't have it visible.
Do I not?
Mm-mm.
Not for us.
Oh. Huh, weird. Because I see it on the. Let's see. There it goes.
There
It's
you go.
funny
Yes.
because I could see it on, I guess, my view, or like my player view. So I assumed that's what you guys could see it.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
There you go.
So yeah, that would be as far as I would be able to get.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because I am still going to just hit you with... it looks like it's trying to do like an actual form, but it looks very floppy compared to what Avaris is as he tries to punch it.
Is the punch a 10-foot reach?
It is.
Oh my god, it's so stupid.
Kaiju battle.
He just gets punched across the face. First one does hit. Those, because does polymorph turn it into, like, is it a magical fist now, or how does that work?
No, it's not a magic.
Yeah, okay, so it's half damage because it does have it's a liquid form now, so it takes half damage.
That one is Moon Druid stuff.
Yeah, that's like the certain level for that shit. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action. You have corruption on you. I believe that's one on you. Oops, I accidentally almost moved you. You, one on you.
I have one.
And then one on you. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Those who have that corruption lose 10 feet of movement.
Does that do anything with the horse?
The horse saved, so you're fine. Though I think Kai...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that pool of corruption thing only affects the 10 feet you're talking about?
Yes, but remember it hit you. So that's that's where you got that corruption. But yeah, if you're in that pool, the purple, that's when it corrupts you.
Yeah.
And that will be its legendary action. Is that the monkey's turn? I'm assuming so because I already did mine.
Yes.
Okay. Leona. Okay, that hits. Though it's half damage, so. Oof, that one misses.
I'm gonna have to do a wisdom save to see if Leona is like, I hate that. I can't hit it as much as I want to. So she's saying, should I get close and fuck this? Try and get close to fuck this thing up on our next turn, or not? So let's do that.
All right.
No, she's just like.
At the end of your turn. So 2 stacks on the monkey. Okay.
And also, and now I can use my bonus action to Hexblade's curse since I'm in 30 feet of it.
Okay. All right, Joey.
Ooh. I'm gonna get my horse. How can I click both of them? It's annoying. Come over here. And my roll 20 is not working. Sorry, it's got reload.
It's all good.
You're closing.
Okay.
Okay. Gonna grab my horse and go around the corner and going to fireball. And then run away again.
All right.
This is my last fireball. Unfortunately. Where is it?
Okay, it will take the damage. All right.
And that's it.
Okay.
And now I have to be more creative because I'm out of fireballs.
Kailthas.
Fire bolts.
Oh, it wouldn't be worth using a spell to try to restrain this, would it?
Not really, unless it's a big boy spell.
Nah, probably not.
Because, yeah, its strength is nutty.
Alright. Well, I'm probably gonna try another thing
Okay.
at the end of my turn. Why not? So, first strike. 20 damage.
Let's take 20.
Second strike.
That will hit, but do half. So, 14, 23, 11.
And then I'm gonna try to push deeper with my connection and see if I can find any remnants of what little light it might still have left.
You can give me either an Arcana, an Insight, or if you wish to ask me of a skill that you would prefer to use, but you would have to make it make sense of why you're using that skill.
Okay. Yeah. Because I don't think you could use perception for something mental.
Considering in the state that it's currently in, which is like, manifesting itself in the way you saw it originally, you can see like separate faces and things like that of it. it would be pretty difficult for you to get certain things out of it that way, but it's not impossible.
Otherwise, my next thing would be going off of what you said, insight or arcana. The higher would be insight.
Okay.
You want me to try insight and see what I get?
I leave the choice to you.
Why not? Nope.
Oof.
All right.
Oof.
That's my turn. All right.
Nice try.
Yeah, I had an idea to sacrifice my own life points to rekindle his light from the inside.
It's hard to, like, with the streams and stuff like that, and where to even locate what the original thing of what this is. It's hard. You've never really seen anything like this, and it's especially from your character who doesn't necessarily have anything to pull from because, you know, you've lost your memories. You're going by pure feeling.
Yeah. And
it's really difficult to pinpoint it. But it is its turn, and it is going to walk up to the monkey because it's the first big thing in its way. And it's going to slap the monkey. Well, first, actually, because it moved 5 feet. Because now it's a giant slime monster thingy.
Keep forgetting that I have bonus actions.
It is going to move through the monkey. Wait 1 second, I think that was too far. It was like, I know I was like 5 feet away from hitting or getting in the distance of Leona.
Yeah.
But
Right where I want you to be.
Dex save, DC 15.
Luckily, no one's looking too hurt yet.
Oh.
Just
Do I need to make one too?
No. It's because it went through the monkey. So it's like basically a tidal wave of just like black ichor just went through the monkey and knocked it on its ass. So it takes 7 damage. But the monkey is now prone. Then the Wanderer is going to take its claws and start wailing.
on the prone monkey because it is advantage.
And then 2 stacks of corruption. Second
So
attack.
is that both corruptions?
Yeah. So it's 2d6 right there. And then second hit, which I believe it hits because the monkey only has like
12.
12 AC. So yeah, it's not that hard to.
This is why I'm not going to waste silvery barbs on it.
Yeah, no.
This one's 3 stacks because you got hit.
Yeah.
So let's see, 17, 24 damage on the first one, and 27 on the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be its turn.
When it pulled us towards it, was anything else affected or just us? Like, was the surrounding like rocks, leaves?
Yes, it felt like a gravitational pull towards it.
Okay. Is there a way I can try to take some cover behind here?
Yeah.
So in case it like pulls me again, I can use the
resist
log.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast. First Eldritch Blast to it.
That hits.
Do it second because higher level.
The second one will miss, unfortunately.
I'm trying to think if I want to use my divine or favorite of the gods. Kind of want to use that for a save. So yeah. Low roll. 9 damage.
Okay. Since it's force damage, it does the full.
And then... do I do it? I only got low-level spells. 60 feet.
Yeah, that's not what you think it is.
So, has it been speaking out loud?
So this is every time it talked, it was to Kailthas specifically.
Okay.
What you guys been hearing is just like the cacophony of screams and stuff like that, as all the faces on it like were screaming, and then now that it's the black eye core, it's you see the faces of those moving around and screaming as well. But yeah, that's what you guys hear.
I feel like it's not, just in case it makes another round, because I don't think I'll be able to do significant damage. I'm going to quicken spell my last 2 sorcery points. I'm going to quicken spell command. And I'm going to tell it to sit. Or sit and growl.
I will tell you. I will tell you, it does have immunity to being charmed. So it would not work. Nice try, though.
Is that a charm?
I mean, you're kind of like telling it to do something, so I kind of put that in the charmed.
Yeah, any enchantment is kind of charm kind of thing.
Enchantment.
Yeah. Okay. Nice try, though, but. All right, is that Kai's turn?
Yeah, that was my movement and everything.
All right, at the end of Kai's turn, it will use a thing, and it's gonna slam the monkey again.
Right.
You see its body just like reel back and just slam you straight in the face.
Ouch.
Everyone also hears like a loud booming noise.
Jude battle.
Yeah, basically that's what's happening. And that will be its thing. So, Giant Ape's turn to retaliate.
All right.
Let's go.
Let them fight.
You are also at 4 stacks now.
Yeah.
I'm what?
4 stacks of corruption.
You ended your turn in the aura.
No, he hasn't ended his turn yet. But remember, it hit him. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, there's another one.
Another.
Oh, also you're prone.
Yeah. Well, he's no longer prone, as he stands up.
Uses half his movement to get up. Or 15 feet of his movement to get up.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think it's worth trying to get out of its range, other than at the end it will do a half step.
I think
That's 10.
I think
That's
10.
all you can.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I think that's all you can move, because I think you have 15 feet in total right now.
Yeah, and then he is going to essentially try once again to wail into it, debating on picking up a rock, but... Alright. Oh,
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
well.
So
Apparently
second one hits, but the
guy
first one does definitely hit. It does do half damage, but that's still a crit in the face. So that is 23, 33, 17 damage. You have you now, like, now that you're up close with it, you see where the first boulder landed on its face, and you see like the crack that left across the skull. And as you punch it in the same area, you see the crack get larger.
Cool.
Or another crack start to form.
Someone hates the monkey, so I can do more of that.
What if I could?
Is he speaking, or am I just deaf?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
My bad. I didn't know if there's anything you were going to do else. But,
for legendary actions.
You know what? Leona's going to do a stupid and try to fight this, just square up with this thing.
Go for it. Go.
So, gonna do it with my Hex and activate Spirit Shroud for Radiant.
So I'm trying to remember how many I used. Because did I use a legendary action at the end of Kai's or only at the end of it, the giant apes? I think I only did Wonders Impact.
You only did one for Leona, you haven't done.
Yeah.
Not Leona. Guys.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're using the colored markers as the.
No, those are all of your.
legendary
Those are all of your curses on it.
So, 16 to hit.
Normally
For my
I
first
remember, but that one misses, unfortunately. That one does hit, but it will do half damage. So 12,
22.
22. Let's.
Like 11.
It's 11. Yeah. All right.
Really does. Huh. Oh, that's fair. When it resists my stuff, you know it's magical?
It has toughness.
Oh, shit.
You guys have been rolling higher than 20 this whole time. Its toughness got reduced by 2 because you guys stopped the ritual. So its toughness level reaches 20. So basically, if you guys roll 20 or lower, or 17 between 20, your damage is cut in half because it's glancing blow. But considering you guys just been rolling higher than 20 this whole entire time.
Oh, and by the way, since Spirit Shroud's up, it can't heal anymore. So that's my turn, and no regeneration for you.
You know what? Fair. In return, take this. Damn it.
You were saying?
Alright, that's second one. That was Leona's turn. Joey.
Yeah, so I'm realizing I have like 0, 1, 2 level damage spells, so that was a mistake. So Firebolt.
Crit.
Pew!
I mean, still does damage, that's for sure. Damage
As
is
he
damage.
makes a mental note to get some level 1 and 2 damage spells next time.
You should have used a magic missile, sir.
Yeah, I didn't prep it because I do have that. It's just I didn't bring it because I brought all these high level damage spells, which is silly.
Alright. End of Joey's turn. It's gonna slam you again, sir. That time it's a 25 to hit. Also, at the end of your turn, because you ended your turn at the next to it, please make me what's it again? We'll go ahead and bring it up. Nice.
Not today, bitch.
It is the 20 and then the 6 damage. So yeah, 26 damage to the face as it just slams you.
It's Constitution.
Yep.
13.
DC 13, yep. Constitution saving throw from Leona, please. Barely
Nice.
made it. Good shit. Kailthas.
Oh, and I took how much damage from it?
26.
26.
And gain 1 thing of corruption.
Kailthas is going to pull out 2 more radiant arrows and take a shot.
Correct.
Oh, that is its AC though, so it does hit, but it is half damage. So 15, 7 damage.
All right.
Is that included the radiant damage?
It should be.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And then Dreadful Strikes, I had to take that off because second strike doesn't count.
That one does definitely hit. Doing 15. So close.
I was like, oh, damn it. We're so close.
There's not much left of it as some of the icons fallen apart, or...
I swear to God, this thing has a third face. I'm gonna scream.
And unfortunately, I do not have.
We'll deal with it.
Unfortunately, I do not have anything really for a bonus action that deals damage. I could jump towards it with Misty Step, but that really has no purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my turn.
All right.
Look at me.
As it has a moment and it looks towards you, Kailthas. You see from the eye holes of the skull, like the black ichor start to leak from the eyes, like as if tears, and then it looks towards you and says, and asks, "Why do you fight? Why do you move on? What's it all for?"
Or if I don't fight, then others will suffer. I fight to protect people who have no strength to fight.
Make one more persuasion check with advantage. All right. For the giant ape and Leona, you see it move past you and go towards Kailthas as it dashes towards him. Do you take your opportunity attacks?
Oh, it will.
All right.
So for 13 and 20 for me.
As those land, it does make purchase and does kill it, but as it takes that damage and as it's falling apart, it looks towards Kailthas and says, and then we shall fight with you then. And as it falls apart, it raises its hand towards you and then falls apart.
I rush forward to catch it.
As you catch it, what forms in your hand as the rest of it starts to disappear? This forms into your hand.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn, motherfuckers. Look at you now.
Give me 1 second to put this in your thing.
God damn, this bird's sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you scroll down, you can see all its stats and what it provides.
Can I get Kailthas' other bow? Joking.
I mean, if
Not
you ask
tricky.
for it, I but I assume I need to attune to it for a bit.
Yes.
Well, damn, Kailthas. Look at you now.
You got some healing.
Kailthas has got his big boy bow now.
But yes, as the Wanderer falls.
Let's go.
There's one
I'll
less
look
corruption
down.
to deal with. Go ahead.
Leona and Kai will heal up from our Hexblade curses on it.
I'll look down at the new bow and go, "Rest well, my new friend."
Joey, you see the big ape pointing at you and then pointing at himself.
It's like slowly, stealthily going to come around the corner on his horse. Peek around. And then once he sees his dead, going to act all confident and walk over. He's like, "How cool is the giant monkey?"
It's pretty cool. Hey, Kailthas, you okay? We saw it. I saw it coming over towards you. You gonna be good?
I'm fine.
Get rid of corruption because be healed.
Looking at the monkeys, do you want to keep being the monkey for a bit, or do you want to?
You see his head shake.
Okay, I'll drop it then. I'll drop concentration.
Kai was trying to climb up on your back and then you turn.
Just falls.
Yeah.
Kailthas gonna keep a close eye on the ape, and when the spell fades, he's going to just be watching to make sure the corruption leaves with it.
All right.
Do you want me to just drag out one, or do you want to give back my token from the DM
Oh,
player?
yeah, I can do that. Go ahead and delete the monkey as up. As you guys
There's
watch.
kind of-
Oh, go ahead.
Yes, go.
I was going to say, give me 1 second. As you guys see this, what's left of the Wanderers start to just like seep into the ground. You first you see. Let me actually grab them. I think I have their tokens, or a thing that sets up their tokens. NPCs, Fae NPCs. Yes, I do. You see Xander come by, sees what you guys have done, and he gestures to all of you as like, quickly, we must leave.
Avaris kind of be like, "Can I have a minute? I need to sample this."
Go ahead and I'm trying to think. What would you think it would be to get a sample? Survival, nature.
Survival or medicine?
Yeah.
Well, if both are the exact same. So.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and write survival.
Yeah, Leona wants to ask, why what's going on? Have things gotten worse with the aspect?
No. Unfortunately, we cannot be in this area when it arrives.
When what arrives?
You will see for yourself, but for now it will have to. It's going to cleanse this area.
Oh,
The same over Joey's starting to head out.
the cleansing.
It was pop on.
I assume Avaris is looking fine, by the way.
Like from.
The corruption.
Does he still have 4 stages of corruption?
No. Basically, the moment you guys defeated this thing, it washed away or started to go away. Though there is still remnants of it still alive in a way. but it doesn't seem to have its own purpose anymore. So
Cool.
think of it like almost like a virus at this point. And as Xander is telling you this, and you're collecting your sample, you start to hear something. You start to hear, it's the sound of a wing beat.
Ooh.
Varys kind of looks up.
Yeah.
Divine sense does not quite detect it.
Okay.
Far away at the moment.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Can we at least try to look up and see what the hell this thing is that's coming while we're getting away?
Sure. You see this thing coming.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's what he meant by cleansing.
Over there.
Hubris.
The Crimson Dragon.
Seeing as it's coming faster than we're leaving, do you have a way to get us out here quickly?
He gets some of the Fey warriors to drop by and like the Phantom Steed, give you guys a ride out of here. Avaris,
Them.
are you gonna use your monk shit to get the fuck out?
Yeah, because I can be as fast as a rogue. 40 feet plus bonus action dash plus dash.
We only
But what kind of thing does he manage to collect with the 15? Is it literally just going to be a small piece in a vial?
It's going to fill, like, I'm assuming you're using like a health potion, right, to fill? Or do you actually have like vials and stuff like that?
I do from like the alchemist supplies.
Mm-hmm.
I have a vial in there that I can use. The same thing with the herbalism kit. I have like vials.
I'd say you were able to collect a decent amount. So, as you guys are running away from this, you see this thing not quite land, but you see it start to reel back its head and then start to breath weapon this whole entire area. It is covered in a crimson flame as it starts to you notice the flame not start the forest itself on fire. You see that it is specifically targeting the corruption.
Is that a good dragon?
So, why couldn't it just breath weapon it down in the first place?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think it. That would also mean having to risk it getting absorbed by whatever that thing was too.
It looks like it's anti-corruption, though.
And would any of us really want to fight that thing when it absorbed a whole entire dragon into it?
Yes. It's exciting.
It would be pretty.
I would too. Damn. Okay, damn. Now I would. Damn. Now shit. That sounds awesome. More of those things out the war is just like, dude, we could have fought a whole dragon, corrupted dragon would be dope as shit.
As Xander's listening to this, is like, maybe once we get back to the tree, Helena might be able to explain it more to you. But as you guys are going back to where you met Xander at the beginning, you see this thing finish cleaning up the forest in a way, but it is still circling in the area of where the aspect is.
Would love to ride that thing.
Yeah, so like as we're like kind of riding and running, I'm assuming next to Xander, Kailthas would be like, the one we recovered earlier, any news on her condition?
From what I can tell, she is still unconscious, but she seems to be physically fine.
That's good.
I takes notes.
But go ahead and look at this real fast just to make sure. Clean up some things.
I'm actually going to be right back.
Okay.
As we ride in or kind of bunking down for a little bit, I guess, Kai will be like wrapping up one of her ankles. Slight sprains, nothing like slowing her down, but she took a heavy hit from that thing.
It's a giant swing from an arm.
Yeah. She only has
I love how Joey got hit once, and he is the most hurt in this entire battle where you guys were fighting him the entire time.
Avaris would be down if he wasn't a giant ape.
Yeah, the one time when Leona got tried to get closer to her, she's like, oh shit.
Yeah. I definitely was in the 30s, but the Hexblade curse healed me a little bit when it went down.
But eventually you guys do arrive. Clean up some things. Up.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Sorry, I was trying to find Fenthia's token. As you guys return, you notice that the encampment of this area has less fighters in it, as well as jeweled protectors. But you still see a good majority of them are still okay. You see Saki tending to Fenthia.
Did Naleti make it back?
She did. Currently she is, we're trying to get her arm looked at. See if we can...
Things or lack thereof.
Yeah. So see if we can get her a replacement. I do owe you for getting her back to me.
Are you paying us in baked goods?
If that's what you wish your reward to be.
So, what is our plan going forward? We still have a aspect to take care of, is that correct?
Xander will say yes. For now, we still need to find this aspect, which the remainder of the Fey Warriors will seek out. They will not engage, but they will find it. On the meantime, you are to go back to the city, rest up, and figure out and talk to Helena. Actually, she will be here to pick you up, sort of say.
Are we gonna ride on her back as we go back to the city?
She
you
will...
see Avaris kind of just quickly pull Kailthas aside before he gets into his girlfriend.
Oh, what? What?
I need you to do one thing for me. I need you to find the healing herbs before we leave.
No.
Yeah. I can take a moment to look around if we've got the time.
Yes, just don't get too distracted by your girlfriend.
You guys are just bullies.
Yeah.
You're just like snicker now. Well, just tell us, when's your first date?
Oh, man.
Actually, that's with advantage because it's Fey Forest.
Mm-hmm.
So you never said I couldn't pick up some flowers while I was looking for herbs.
True, very true. As you guys are, you can definitely spend some time, Avaris, waiting for Helena to show up, and if anyone else wants to do anything.
Not much I can think of to do.
Yeah.
Okay. This would also be considered like a short rest for those who aren't picking flowers.
Alright. Good. I think Avaris might make you all do it. He's like, do you need a short rest? No. Go get flowers.
Getting some jet lag from being a giant ape. Thinking to yourself, what if I could punch with my feet?
What do you mean? Avaris can do that anyways.
That's just kicking, though. But what if you had thumbs on your feet? What if you can grab them with your feet?
Hey, it is a changeling. You can make it happen.
True.
Make it happen.
All right. As some time passes, and you look for some herbs, or everyone else who's flower picking who finds, hey, is this what you're looking for? By the way, do you have like a thing for me to look at for like what you need to making health potions and stuff like that?
So I'm just using the one from Xanathar's guide.
Gotcha. I will have to look that up. But if you want to look at that real fast and like just tell me what either I need to roll or of how many you need or how that works.
There's no like set ingredients. It's mostly just how well you're kind of going for
Gotcha.
collecting herbs, essentially. So the way I did it with my players was if you got over a 10, you would roll a d10 with how many herbs you got.
Okay.
And if you rolled under, it was a d4.
All right. So in this case, Kailthas roll you a d10, or rolls for you a d10 and see what he finds for you. Okay, so there we go, 3. It's interesting because it's very hard to tell the difference between like it's the Feywild. It's like some are rainbow colored, some of them are like some might bite you, some might hug you. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's like Kailthas would know what he's picking up, but whether or not you would know what Kailthas brought back to you.
Yeah,
is a question. Yeah.
And if I wanted like a poison, I would have to be like a DC 20. And then essentially for making potions, usually you have to have at least 10 herbs for like a D4 of healing potions.
Gotcha. Oops, that's wrong. Damn it. Why do you do this, Probot?
Finds a 3 as well.
Not in the queue, it says.
So you get we have 3 healing herbs and 3 healing herbs, and then
a handful of flowers.
Yeah, 7 flowers.
Eventually, Helena does arrive. Why does she not have her name?
Don't worry, guys. I took a flower arrangement class. I'll help arrange it. Which I suck at.
I know she can help, but she's not going to. She's engrossed in this painting right now.
Okay. Helena does arrive. She does bring with her more jeweled protectors to give you right back. But as she lands, she sees all of you and is like, thank goodness you're all fine.
Oh. You don't have to come on so strong.
She breaks character for that split second because you could easily tell she's the type, like for gods they have to keep their composure type of thing. for her, you can tell it's really easy to break sometimes.
We only just whispers over Kai. It's like, now's your chance, go for it. He's just like whispering. It's like, come on, Kai, make your move. This is your chance.
She's tighter. Maybe she'll be willing to rest later.
So if you say that loud enough for her to hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying that. I'm just whispering that over to Kai, being like, come on, now's your chance to make your move.
Yeah, Kai's not whispering back. He just says it out loud.
Persuasion.
I have a little bit more.
Son of a bitch.
Can I use favor by the gods?
Yes, bro.
Oh my god. To raise that even higher? Sure, whatever, go for it.
Why not?
You do you.
Yeah, I mean, if that skill's going to be used anywhere, it's going to be right here.
Amazing.
In the name.
Hey, you're welcome.
25, nice.
24, no, it's 27. Don't take that away from me.
Oh, okay, yeah, +2. I keep on forgetting the +2 is there. Yeah, 27.
So Kailthas returns with the herbs. Just hands the bundle of herbs to Avaris, and he just keeps walking past him.
You stuff it into his bag.
Helena will to Kai's comment, just like, if only us gods can sleep, but yeah, I guess I'm just more stressed than anything, but...
Who said anything about sleeping?
You are a very adorable one. But for now, I do apologize for for hubris.
Don't worry, I just be over here playing my flute. The wind instruments.
Oh my god. I'm assuming you saw my father's aspect.
The horned monster was...
It's just wonderful.
You're an aspect?
The giant dragon was.
Ooh. Yes.
Well, it's not hidden as I hand a couple flowers to Kai.
Thank you, Kailthas. You hear kind of whisper, my deepest fantasies. Yes. That's great. Kailthas, how do you spell Fanthea?
Does he remember how it's spelled?
Do I not have
I can see it,
oh,
but
okay. Does he remember it? I was like,
Kai cannot see it.
Fair enough. I mean, make me a history check.
Because his memory would only be he remembers the name. I don't know if he's ever seen it written.
Nope.
PH.
And they. Pante.
Following, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Yes, yes.
So you were able to defeat whatever this corruption was.
In a way.
That's it right there. And she'll point to the bow.
Narc!
It's like hides behind back.
Yeah.
What bow?
What bow?
Let's just say we gave it new purpose.
My precious.
Maybe you can explain on the way, because I still don't know what this corruption was or what you saw. All I know is that if you didn't do what you did, Hubris would have probably destroyed the whole entire forest trying to remove this corruption.
Kailthas was like this, and she like stares like real hard at it, and then the giant master is like, ah! And then he stared even harder, and then it was like, ah! Then it just like ran toward him, and then it turned into a bow.
I feel like instead of like explaining it, you actually hold up paintings of each different thing that happened.
That's happening. Listen, I painted throughout the whole encounter.
Yes, she is drawn really quickly, and they're definitely chibi versions of himself.
And what of the woman over there, or what of the mortal woman?
She hands her rough draft of my deepest fantasies to her.
She
I
like
could feel it then.
she like skims through it and just like you can almost feel the blushing from under the helmet. Oh my god.
And then I'll turn to Helena and go, as you know, my memories are not of the greatest, but I know she was once part of my past, a good friend of mine, so someone dear to me.
I see. She will talk to Saki and say, what is her current condition? Saki will say, she seems fine now. She actually might wake up pretty soon. She just needs rest. We can take her with us. We will also need to ask her what her part in all of this was. But as well as once we arrive, your reward will be gifted to you.
Nice.
Also on arrival, the city is yours to explore. Until we can find where the aspect is exactly hiding, and figure out how to remove the corruption from it, you all deserve a rest.
If we can't free the aspect of from the corruption, what would you have us do instead? Would you have us end it?
Turn it into another bow or a quiver.
As for some aspects that might be an option, but this one I am currently not sure. We will have to look into it. But again, that's the time that we will use once we arrive back at the city.
I have a question. Have you observed the stages of this corruption as it progresses? And I know you haven't saved anyone yet, but is there a point that you think there's of no return?
I believe there is, but I have not seen firsthand, as my connection with my aspect has severed. And I have not seen firsthand, or well, no one has seen firsthand what this corruption can do to an aspect. I believe.
Check everyone for zombie bites now.
Yeah, I believe that is what Hubris is doing currently. Is he is waiting for, as courtesy to us, until that point of no return. Once that point of no return comes in, then, well...
Wow. Actually, maybe it's a breath weapon.
Guys, I would just like to call everyone. It's like, guys, I have an idea for what to do to corrupt it, or do with that aspect. And you I just call you guys to come in for a group of for what you have is. It's a long shot, but it might work. Because what with you guys knowing that my patron allows me to, my boss allowed me to absorb parts of people's souls, right?
You want to absorb an aspect? Is that
not necessarily do that so much as try and split up as much as I can between it and send what I can't take from the aspect to my patron, to my boss, in order to get this guy fixed up and healed.
So absorb the corruption. Is that more what you're saying then?
As much as I think that could work, but do you really want to risk your patron also being corrupted?
I don't know what you're absorbing souls for, honestly.
There's one thing that it could also do. The one thing is that if I do this, there's a possibility that I might pop that. Theoretically, if this happens, and if I do this and it happens, that I could die maybe. Is what I'm guessing, considering that I've never pulled off anything this big before. So I could do a lot of damage to myself, potentially die.
So I already would say no.
Or some other third thing. But this might be the best chance we have at saving this aspect, considering that I don't think there is a cure for this corruption.
I don't agree with you. We haven't even explored everything.
This might be the best shot we have at saving this corrupted aspect.
We haven't even explored
it's a long shot, but it's something I think can be done if we want to save it.
We haven't explored all our options and absorbing things that we don't understand. And honestly, I don't know what you're absorbing things for. It doesn't make sense to me just to put you at risk for no reason. I don't want to.
And she's just looking at you guys of anything you guys want to say.
Yeah, I don't agree with it.
You see Avaris kind of put his hand on Leona's shoulder, and he's like, I agree with Kai. There's too much unknown to risk you. Not to mention, I think you have far more potential to be of help instead of just absorbing and dying.
Yeah. Kailthas will say, I may not have completely succeeded at
we are going to try to at least save this guy, right?
Yeah, that option is
right.
Yeah, that's like a Hail Mary, everything's gone to shit. If you have nothing else, then maybe. But that can't be option number one.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, we haven't even discussed everything. We're not going to try to save one person at the risk of someone else. It doesn't make sense to me.
What were we going to say, Kailthas?
I was gonna say I may not have completely succeeded at pulling this one, and points to the bow
Anything
from
that
the.
Kai or Kailthas wants to say about it?
Can he not hear us?
I don't know. Can you hear us, Michael?
No, I didn't hear anything Kai or Kailthas said.
Weird. Okay, because you've been
Slowly, talking.
Yeah, you've been talking over them a couple times there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's good. It was just like we were like, I wonder if he can't hear us or something. Because you were talking over Kai and or Anthonie and Kenny.
Yeah, my bad. What were you guys saying again before I overtalked y'all?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, that's the first thing. Can you hear them?
Hello?
Can you hear us? Testing.
Hello?
I guess he can't hear them. Now we can't hear him.
Yeah,
I
didn't hear a word you guys just said.
Huh.
Can you hear us now?
And Anthony's mic's a lot quieter than Michael's. Might be a volume thing.
Which is weird.
Maybe just rejoin and see if that makes a difference.
Yeah, give me a minute.
I'll try as well.
There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Nah, I guess he can't.
You guys coming in all good?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear him?
Hello?
I see there are white icons flashing up, but I
you
can't
can't hear them.
I
Okay.
don't think you can.
You can't hear them. Yeah. Make sure that their
Maybe
volume's
go-
not all the way low, because if you can individually change their volumes and make sure there's not all the way to whatever.
Very weird.
Unless
I wonder how long it's been that way.
I know, right?
It's been like through the whole
No, I
session.
have your guys' volume all the way up.
Weird. You sure you haven't accidentally muted them? So if you right click on them and it has the mute button on check marked.
Test.
Let me check.
Let me look this up. For now, small break.
Hi, messages back in sign language.
It's because we're flying. We can't
Yeah.
hear anything over the sound of the wind.
What?
What fix can hear anyone? No, we can't hear this where you're not alone.
So are we heading back to the city in the exchange or back to the Iron?
To the wind. Domain of wind.
Yeah, but what were Kailthas and Kai's opinions on it?
Kai disagrees. Basically, what Avaris was saying. Don't know if there's no need to risk yourself, especially if you guys can look more into it. And Kailthas was saying if he can turn the corruption into this bow, maybe he can do something else with it, or see if he can use that. Is that correct, Kenny?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, more or less.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't hear you.
Oh,
No, I didn't hear you guys.
Anthonie, say something, just in case.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
Yeah. When you guys tell me, you're just looking at you like,
So
I'm prepared to do
It's like a
this.
Chinese whisper for the entire rest of the session.
yeah,
When was the last time you?
When
When was the last time you heard us
him?
speak?
Yeah, was this the whole session you didn't hear him talk?
You guys, it was only when Leona brought it up that you guys cut out.
Huh. Weird.
Huh.
So yeah, you heard him throughout the whole combat, but you couldn't hear him at that point. That was weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Patron's like, we don't want to hear that mess.
To Kailthas and Kai, we always dead set on like, if we can't do it, if this is the best, if we can't find another way to save the aspect, I'm gonna try and go through with the Iron Man play, basically.
Well, Kai, she disagreed because you haven't explored the options, and also when you imagine when you spoke up saying you were absorbing souls and stuff like that, she's kind of against that. she doesn't even know what you're absorbing souls for. So
yeah, because like y'all saw her did do that with the green dragon.
Yeah. And then she saw bad things happen afterwards as well.
Stop hurting yourself. Get help.
Get help.
You're my friends. Let me do things for you.
But I'm assuming this is all talking and flying at the same time, and eventually you guys do make it to the city.
What'd you say? What? Can't hear you over here.
What?
It's like trying to talk with the top down of a car.
Is there a name for the Wind of Change City?
Nope. I was actually going to ask that. It's like, if you guys want to come up with it, help me come up with any names, because this is totally new. So,
City of Tempest. I don't know.
Yeah. But it is just known as the Domain of Wind as of right now. As it's kind of like a general area. It's not necessarily like the city itself.
Just cause
I can.
Or
you're playing the music that I hear in the background because it's smooth.
About the
She's
city
playing
of
the narc.
Ventus.
Who's playing the drums?
Prestidigitation the drums.
But as you guys arrive to the middle part of the city, which is where Helena lives, basically. As you guys arrive, do you guys wish to ask anything of Helena, or I believe also on one of the other jeweled protectors, Saki is with Fanthea, so I don't know if Kailthas would be on that one as well.
Yeah, I say Kailthas is following Panthea.
Yeah.
Following or holding, because this is important to Kai.
Leona does want to ask Helena, like, hey, is there like any cures or like something that can be done to like help cure the corruption?
So like,
also,
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, also on the way here, or like after we've landed, we fill in Helena with everything that's happened and whatnot. I would ask her, do you know of a way to restore a lost light?
As you kind of like, do you also explain your dreams to her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First she's gonna answer Leona's question of like, the unfortunate fact is that we have never seen anything like this. There's no legend to pull from or of anything like this affecting one of us or an aspect like this. So this is all new to us, to be completely honest. We are much as in the dark as you are. As for you, Kailthas, from what I understand of you talking to the Wanderer, correct?
Yeah, that's what it called itself. those who wander, ones who have lost their purpose or purpose has been taken from them. They seem to have lost their light and unable to get it back. Do you know of a way to restore light to one who has lost it?
I believe in a way you provided such a thing for it. But, you might get the answers you're looking for when your friend wakes up.
Well, thank you. And either like helping to carry Fanthea to the room or carrying her himself.
Yeah, I mean, Saki would follow with you because she's basically playing nurse at this point, making sure as a debt to you guys for helping them out. She's making sure that your friend is okay, especially if you are gone.
Also, to add to Kai's painting, just because you also see that out of the flowers of that he got for Fanthea, he has made a flower crown.
Oh no!
She speaks up a second.
So he's just off to the side, prestidigitating a bit of wind in their face to get that epic
Oh my god!
hair flowing.
Flowing.
Painting.
I was gonna say we have to fuel this fire, you know.
Yeah, might as well. Maybe it'll burn so bright it'll flicker out at one point, but it's a good meme.
So this is how we defeat the corruption through the power of Kai's fan fiction.
Yeah. As you guys more or less make yourselves at home in the way, and find Fanthea a place to basically sleep. What is it that you guys wish to do?
Oh, what's the money?
I'm gonna go and talk to my patron in private about all of this and about something that hopefully can help Leona out down the line if we're gonna be fighting the big bad corruptions. So, because of like what we had talked about while we were doing the hangouts, could try and talk to our patient about all that.
Gotcha. As for your reward, they provide you with 800 gold pieces each worth of gems, basically. Pretty much just like so whichever, like they even give you the option of what colors you want. Some of them are actually like from the jeweled protectors themselves, which is a rare thing.
I was gonna say it can either be before I fall asleep next to Fanthea or after when I wake up. But if there's anything to actually like purchase or anything, the only thing I can think of is I would see if they can replenish my radiant arrows.
You would have to go to the shopkeep for that.
Okay.
Unless you want to send someone specifically for that.
Well, I believe I currently do not know that they are going anywhere, so.
I would ask Helena to walk with her a bit before she goes into an inn to gather more info and perform. But she wants to ask Helena some specific things once you get a moment.
Okay. funny thing is, yeah, this would be as abrupt as anything. So, because that's fucking her style. As you guys are like settling in and like preparing to like plan, I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do for the day. You guys hear another wing beat.
I look.
No.
And the sky turns black.
Wait, what?
I did.
I
Smells, damn it. Ah, man.
It
I was
is
kicking himself. He didn't sleep outside the front of the.
fine. It is
spells.
fine.
Aiko, can you just come down here and we just have a drink real quick before you do, like, more evil stuff? I know it's you.
As you guys see this creature flying through the sky.
Did we get a long rest?
Ooh.
The fuck?
Well, that's just beautiful. Like, actually beautiful. I'm not even being sarcastic.
Avaris kind of looks up and is like, is that a being of this plane, or do we have to worry about a corruption flying away?
I'm assuming you're looking at, like, all of you are looking at Helena for this.
Yeah, I'm like, we only just outright. It's like, what the hell is that?
you all see Helena like take a deep breath in and then a deep breath out and go, oh, she's here. Okay.
That's the aspect?
No, well, you'll see.
Okay.
As this thing like gets closer to the main like castle, or the main central structure, it lands, and you see it like wrapping the bottom, because it has like tentacles at the bottom. It just wraps around it to like latch itself to the side. Wings and arms latch onto the walls, and it lowers its head down right in front of like where you guys are standing next to Helena.
DM, I do have a quick question.
Go for it.
So the distance and travel time from where we started flying, what was it?
I am trying to remember what it was last time. It was like either 4 hours or...
Yeah, it was just 4 hours. It wasn't considered a rest.
So it'd be at least enough for a short rest, at least.
Yes, I definitely did. For you waiting for Helena, and
unless we're an elf, right?
Yeah, unless you're an elf. But you can see by Helena's disposition, she's not ready for a fight. She's bracing herself for what's about to show up. Of like, well, you'll see. As the one.
But,
oh, go ahead.
I'm going to, in that short rest moment, and in that 4 hours, I am going to attune.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course, yeah, you could attune to it.
So we actually did get 4 hours?
Yes, you get.
Oh yeah, I didn't say I trained.
If you trance like just sitting on top of a flying giant lion, I mean, you could try for sure.
No, I already said I was painting and stuff. So
yeah, so
we didn't get the. And that will fight.
But as this thing lands and latches itself to the side of this building, it's as if it's done this before, basically, and it puts its head down right in front of all of you, and who steps off of it, as if riding it, is this creature.
Ooh.
Loading.
Cool.
Is that makeup or is that corruption seeping out of her eyes?
You could definitely think it's corruption, but it's a different kind. As she walks down, and is like, she looks straight towards Helena, and not even like looking at any of you, and says, sister, it is good to see you. Helena also returns with, As it is good to see you, older sister. What kindness can you give for this visit? Oh, also, take off that stuffy helmet. I want to talk to you face to face. And it's very funny because, like, Helena would be taller, or in stature. They're both taller than all of you, but Helena is taller than her. But the way Silica talks to her, it's as if she's always looking down on her. And Helena also as if she's looking up. And as Helena takes off her helmet, is that better? Yes. And she walks up to her and slaps her across the face.
Oh shit! I called it, Jerry.
Who slapped you? Sorry.
Silica slapped Helena across the face.
Well, damn.
I would speak up. Why would you do that to such a beautiful thing?
I would do that to a dumb thing that doesn't ask for help.
How do you know I wasn't talking about your hand as well?
Is this someone your pet or something?
That's cute.
Anyways, I am here to help you, sister, because apparently you can't figure out what's going on.
Do you have the ability to study corruption?
I've more or less understood what has been going on, but I would like to see it firsthand. If only I was told sooner, I would probably been able to help. But my sister loves to prove herself, especially being the youngest out of all of us.
We all just get that look of we all just get that look of like telling of like I can relate.
But
She just briefly gives him that look of like I can relate.
But I think it's unkind of you to come in and slap her. And as she is handling the situation, you don't give her time to be able to prove herself.
You must be the ones that our parents sent, correct?
Yeah.
Sure. But you be whatever you want.
Well, I am glad you are here to clean up my sister's mess. But for now, I am here to help.
And what can you do to help?
Weird way of showing you.
Because we got an entire corrupted aspect to deal with, and so far there is not really a cure for that.
Well, it's a good thing I am here. First, tell me everything. I've only heard the reports of an aspect being quote-unquote corrupted, and mother and father sending mortals who have died too early to help in the situation.
If you guys are okay with it, Leona will just tell her everything from start to finish.
That's what I was expecting for just a quick tells
You
her
see Kai,
everything.
see Kai in the back illustrating it as Leona's going on about the story.
Kai, you notice Helena being completely quiet and not even really reacting to her sister, basically taking over.
As she's drawn, she will sneak a couple of pictures to Helena to cheer her up.
She has a small smile, but it's just it's still it's something.
Yeah.
But yeah. I see. Were any of you able to collect samples?
Handy dandy. That's kind of a monk pun. Avaris was able to do it. Where is Avaris?
Avaris has shape changed to someone different as joined the crowd behind you.
As of right now, it's only you guys and Helena. There's no like normal people
Crowd
to
is
land.
gathered.
You know, yeah. This is like basically the royal palace, and like though everyone else in the city could see this thing land, but
And Kai will speak up, like because she can't find Avaris. She's, oh boy, I have this strange looking flower in my hand. If anyone could tell me what it does, maybe someone out there could study it.
You see a young woman that has suddenly appeared beside your group, just like holds out her hand. Sure. Save my weakness.
I hand her one of the flowers that Kailthas gave her from earlier.
And Silica's still kind of just waiting, like, almost tapping foot.
Avaris, she wants to see a sample.
A sample of the corruption?
The goopity goop.
But I want to use it. I only got one sample.
We'll get more, don't worry.
He takes out the vial and will open it up and put the tip of the flower directly into it, like dipping it into water kind of thing. I'm assuming the corruption will spread into it.
Yes. It's kind of strange, at least for the flower. It's like, it doesn't quite corrupt it as if you see the creatures. It kind of like when the withering effect took place, but it didn't change it into like a monstrosity or anything. She looks at it and is like, fascinating. And you were the one who collected the sample, correct?
Indeed, I had intended to study it further.
Alright, well, I could always use another lab assistant. And then she looks around.
I might be your assistance with that as well. Or like poke out behind Avaris.
Yeah. Vedalken, of course. Of course you can join us. For now, she snaps her fingers and another individual steps off the dragon, or the Leviathan. Second to find. As you guys first see this creature. As an aspect walks off of the Leviathan, she is carrying Silica's things, but she seems like a warrior. Is basically Silica's escort.
So what domain are you from, Silica?
Good question.
I am from the domain of the deep.
Cool.
The deep blood.
The deep oceans, the deep curiosities.
The void?
You can say that.
And what would is this your aspect here? What is she the aspect of?
Secrets. She's to make sure certain information doesn't reach certain mortals.
And if we happen to receive that information, are we
He's gonna go up to her and ask who killed JFK.
That is not for you to know.
What is Avaris? What was Avaris thinking for a second there?
Yeah, Avaris literally has like a sweat drop. He looks very nervous.
You see Whisper kind of glance towards you.
You see
Oh, sorry.
You see Avaris shape chains to have like a very beautiful smile.
She looks away. Like it was like a side glance, and then she looks back to the main group. Now, Whisper, where is that other mortal that is with us? Oh, she will be here shortly.
There is another.
Yes, there's a mortal that I sent that came back recently from the plane of the living. She was supposed to help with some disaster or something.
Another mortal.
As you guys see, what you guys see is stumbling off of the Leviathan is a woman with red hair and a white cloak. As you see this individual.
Okay. Because the moment you mentioned because the moment Leona's like saw red hair, she just like.
Is it my sister? Imagine.
She seems like a heartbreaker.
Not quite sure where I've seen her before.
Yeah. For the two players who know.
Yeah, the moment Leona saw red hair, she just like got there and was like, it's my bitch of a sister. Then she's like, oh, never mind.
Never mind, that's another redhead. It's not my redhead.
I just turned good like, oh, you saw it.
As you see this individual walk off the Leviathan, this is my actual assistant. Her name is Dove. She kind of takes like a curtsy, and I am glad I can help in any way.
Kai will return the bow. Pleasure to meet you.
Smile. But for now, shall we? She looks at the two that volunteered, or one that was volunteered and the one that did volunteer.
Voluntold and then volunteer.
Yep. If you wish to join me in figuring out what this corruption is before it's too late.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
I will make a quick stop to the spell store first.
All right.
Someday.
So, to go down the list real fast. For Leona, what did she want to do? Oh, she wanted to talk to her patron, correct? Or see if she can get a hold of her patron.
I have like to talk to her patient about like the stuff we talked about to see if I can get that possible and get Leona on it.
Go ahead and give me a D100.
Just a straight roll or with charisma?
With charisma in this case.
Nice. So,
well, it's funny because you kind of wanted the other way around in this case.
Not nice.
Because I'm going by divine intervention rules on that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you wanted the other direction. Though, like, yeah, the I guess in this case it would have been the -4, just to like make it closer to 7, because it's basically you're trying to get below 7 at this point.
I just like wanting their advice on like, hey, where can I like get their advice on like, do you think this is possible, or do you think like her first Hail Mary is possible, and also like, so since we're going up against corruption. I know you lost your weapon when you became an archdevil, and I was wondering, is it around any of the realms around here? Because I might need it for what's going to be up ahead.
You would get if you find Thema, you will find that sword.
If I find who?
Thema.
All right.
It all leads back to her, my friend.
And the other question I wanted to ask her is like, can my plan to potentially save the corrupted aspect work if I do it? Is there a possibility?
In a way, but not you.
Would I die if I tried to do it?
It's like shaking a magic 8-ball at this point. You're just getting short answers of yes.
Like, yeah, I'll pretty much die if I do it.
Yeah, no.
Because she's just like, well, she's kind of like, if I do it, how bad is my soul gonna get fucked up? Is the real question.
If you do this, you will be no longer used to me.
Dang.
As you will become just like it. Someone who is lost and without purpose, whether you like it or not. And that's all you get from that.
Yo. We don't just get... Oh, it says thank you. Just have them look like, oh shit. We do? we don't just have them with like, oh shit. It's like both are like, oh shit, I might get fucked up and corrupted, and that like angry of like, fuck, I can't. The one point I have to try to save this guy, I can't do it, or I might risk getting corrupted.
It do be like that sometimes. Is that all you wish to do, Leona?
Yeah, and she just goes off in private, and where you guys can't see her, and she just like goes back, runs her hand and back to her hair, and just like because she does this. The only time she does this when she's angry, and grabs these backwards curving ram's horns on her head and just screams like a bloody murder and anger and inferno, like, God damn it.
Did you guys hear something? Why do I hear?
There's someone trying to be quiet, but it wasn't quiet.
Yeah, it is very much not pleasant for what she's saying in Infernal.
Opens the door. Someone's trying to sleep here.
Slams back door.
So yeah, if we're in a like hotel room, you guys hear that coming out of Leona's room for the next several minutes of just angry cursing and infernal and screaming. So yeah, that's what Leona's doing. What about you guys?
Kai, what is Kai doing?
listening to the explosions right outside of my window. But Kai is going to ask Helena, kind of walk with her for a bit. And she's going to try to walk to the tavern with her, but she has a couple of questions. You mentioned a temple before, I believe?
Yes, I did.
Yes, my goddess. I don't know if you... Not too many people know much about her. She's been covered up.
It's funny you say that because I know her very
She's
well,
always
actually.
naked, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. What do you know about her? I had the pleasure of meeting her in person, of course.
Few can say that they have, but I guess in those few, I can say I'm one of them.
She smiles.
She's a very kind goddess. So much so, and she very much helped me in developing the city and understanding what it meant to be free. Even learning a couple of dances with her.
With?
Yes.
You're gonna have to show me some that she came up with. Please?
When things are less hectic.
Things are less hectic. In roughly about 20 minutes for now. Can always fit in a little break.
Make persuasion.
Good, I short rested already. Cool, that's back. Do I get advantage from earlier?
I mean, you don't
Don't worry.
Because holy shit.
If I failed, I will use favored by the gods.
I mean, a small break.
She's like shaking her head.
A small break wouldn't hurt, I guess.
And you also mentioned a temple around here.
Yes.
I definitely would like to visit.
I can take you there whenever you wish.
Greatly appreciate it. I want to impose myself on you right now because you need to rest, and here we are in front of the tavern. I will perform a special song for you as you teach me.
How did I even get here?
Where you wanted to go, don't worry.
She was just like following like everyone else because well, to slightly explain the city a bit, it is quiet compared to the Domain of Iron. It was kind of like not martial law, but to keep the people safe in case of the worst, it was more or less evacuated. So there are still some people like wandering about that either didn't listen to it or don't care or are necessary for working, or also helping defend the city, so that are now on their break. But as she's just kind of like blindly kind of following along with this, she has so much crap on her mind that she just kind of like spaced the hell out. It's like I have to deal with this corruption. One of my aspects is missing. Almost lost the Fey Forest. My sister showed up and is pissed at me. When she realizes, she's like, oh, like, before we go any further, she kind of like changes, like, almost shapeshifts. It's still her, but it's less of the goddess form and more as if she was just normal. So she kind of like shrinks down to like your height, loses the wings, loses the glow.
just jump in here. My house is flooding a bit, so I need to go fix that.
It's all good.
I'll hopefully be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, please do. We don't.
So many floods.
Right. See you guys a bit.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Damn you, Australia.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rain in Australia right now, I hear.
He toasts her head. Still damn gorgeous. Don't worry.
Australia was just like you.
I model myself after her.
But for now, I guess there's no harm in enjoying ourselves for a bit. Don't tell my sister, please.
Tell her what?
Thank you. Walks in.
Do I need a performance check for the performance and stuff she's doing in there?
Of course. Let's see if you roll a 1. I will humor it. Okay, that's pretty decent still.
That's a low roll.
That was a low roll. That's the funny part. It's like, I mean, still advantage. So it's it's still it's still 22. So
yeah.
Funny enough, as for as hilarious as the possibility of watching a god fail, she's a goddess and has also learned how to dance from your god, so sometimes there's no need for rolls.
She fails and use it.
Yeah, that good.
Legendary resistance for
Legendary resistance, yeah. She has her own favored by the gods that makes it a nat 20 immediately.
Oh no, she's styling on him.
Yeah. But is there anything else that you wish to do?
She's just casually listening in to what talk there may be, see if anything stands out. But she's heavily vested into, especially since it's from her goddess, learning these dance moves and whatnot.
Go ahead and give me a perception, at least for the rumors and stuff like that.
Guidance is not on perception. It's 15.
So with a 15, you're able to hear, it's some of the people that were hired to, or not necessarily hired, it's, their job to defend the city and stuff like that and be on alert. You hear of some of the evacuation and stuff like that, and you hear that where most of the people were evacuated to was the temple. As one of the places that is taking care of civilians, basically, and keeping them safe. As well as other temples to certain gods that fit in this domain of wind. Are you looking for anything specific of certain rumors about the temple, or?
Yes.
Like what? For example,
danger to it, if they have had any attacks at all, amount of people that flock to the temple.
You hear a lot of people who flocked to it. It hasn't necessarily, you haven't heard of danger so far, as Helena and the other guards have kept the city safe from remnants of, the corrupted winged beasts that have flown through. They've taken care of them before they hit the city itself, but just in case they brought the civilians closer to the city and inside the temples and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, but the temple hasn't necessarily come into attack quite yet.
Okay. And because they're kind of pushing people in and gathering at certain areas, she's just slightly listening out for any disturbances on any outskirts or any area where it wasn't heavily populated that someone that may have traveled to where they're at now may have seen?
Go ahead and give me another perception.
Okay. But guidance is off. Yeah.
So for like the outskirts and stuff like that, you don't necessarily hear too much about that, though. You do hear about like some of the sky ships coming in and out, and some people like immediately leaving on some of them to get out of whatever was happening, and that's probably what started the rumors in the other domains in the first place, especially the domain of Iron that you heard of something going on here. But it seems like the way this place is structured is civilians and stuff like that are in the main city itself, as the outskirts are the Feywilds. So as one side of the Feywilds was attacked by the corruption ward where you guys came from, it doesn't seem like there are other attacks coming from any other direction so far. You do hear rumors of like of seeing someone with with pink hair that sounds familiar to you, of a kitsune type nature, taking one of the sky ships, or hearing about like the people that you were on the ship with, and how they have zero memory of what happened. And it was the talks of possibly a kitsune that was the cause of it.
But they're back in the area?
Yes. So basically the people from the ship that you guys rode in on.
Yeah.
That ship didn't take off, but yeah, apparently those people were memory loss or modified memory.
She will definitely note that, because if she was planning some evil shit, she would have made those people taking time bombs to spread corruption.
Make an insight.
Boop, 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 boop. Can I do this one with guidance? Or
yes.
No? Okay.
You can tell, especially from her demeanor and stuff like that, she was just there to... She used that whole thing just to observe you guys.
Okay.
As far as you know, she didn't really have like ill intent of the people on the ship. It was more just like to trick them into like, for them to, oh yeah, this person normally should be here. To basically sell the illusion of, that she was working on the ship.
Okay. I don't want to take up any time. We can go to the next person, but she will ask for information specifically about the aspect that's corrupted, like personality, things they liked, where that they may have been before the corruption started and things like that. But we can go into someone else.
Okay.
But
yeah, I could come back. I could come back around for that. So Kailthas.
All right.
What are you doing?
I am currently at Panthea's bedside, helping to take care of her and probably singing to her and while she sleeps.
As you get to the final part of that lullaby, you also Saki decided, as you were in the room, Saki decided to leave as well. So it's just the two of you. You feel her wake up, like start to move. Shouldn't have gone on a date. Should have been in the window, creeping around. But you start to feel Vanthea start to wake up.
I was trying to think here. I guess Kailthas would be like, try not to move too quickly. You've been through a lot.
As she like starts to realize like what's going on, and as you say that, she opens her eyes, looks at you, and then her eyes go wide, and she almost like pushes you away, and it's like, I must still be dreaming. You can't be here.
And why would that be? I am very much here.
I saw you die. What are you? Where am I?
Did you die as well?
No. I think I was supposed to, but why am I answering these questions? Who are you? Why do you have his face?
Well, I can't quite remember, but I know my name is Kailthas, and I know you're Vanthea, right?
Yes, but I have been tricked too many times recently. I'm not falling for this one.
And then a moment of change for Kailthas, as from going from not understanding to all of a sudden go, worry not, my little shadow. My light still burns, yet my mind is broken.
She has like a moment of pause of just like, I don't know what's going on. What happened to you?
And then I will tell her what I do remember. The incident with the portal and the splitting into four, and say that currently it is one of these four that is in control right now.
It's funny because I almost want to make you do a persuasion, because it's going to be trying to convince her that this is, like, you know it's the truth, but to her it's so go ahead and make a persuasion.
It's a bit hard to believe.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Holy shit, dude.
That toy's coming in clutch.
Exactly. That's so beautiful.
The fact that I was singing the song and calling her little shadow.
We are in the in-between, aren't we?
I believe that's what the aspects called it.
So you explain everything that happened to you, of like how you got here. Did you explain what happened in the Fey Forest?
Like upon rescuing her and such. Yeah, I like as she asks questions and stuff, I answer it and then give her a little bit of my own information.
With that natural 20, and that she trusts this is you now, she tells you, and as you explain what happened to her during the Fey Forest incident and the Wanderer, she tells you, when we were back in the Fey, in the Sealy Court, I was told that someone was after you. Someone of another royal family from the Sealy Court that wanted you dead. And I tried to protect you by teleporting you somewhere that you can be safe for the moment while we figured out who it was. And with the help of someone that I thought I could trust, I was mistaken, and it was one of the greatest mistakes of my life. And it cost you your life.
How exactly did you come to be here?
I was promised that I can get you back somehow. I heard of the In-Between only from stories from our families. And I don't think you would remember this as of in the state you are currently in, but the Unseelie Court has their own secrets. One of them being knowing what the Wanderer was and actually using its power. I even was able to tap into its strength to summon creatures to help to aid me. And in this moment, she will summon like it's almost like a conjure animal, but it's like a summon face spirit, and she will summon what looks like a corrupted wolf. But it doesn't have the corrupted look to it. But it has the mask and everything, it just doesn't look like the corrupted wolves you guys fought. The one known as Aiko told me that I can save you if I did what she said, and I could find you in the In-Between.
I'll tell her it appears that this Aiko is good at deceiving a lot of people.
She really is. I don't know how I didn't see it coming. we fight so many people lying to our faces all the time in the courts, but I could not see her coming.
We fell victim to it as well.
I don't know what she was trying to use me for, as once we got into the In-Between, we had an argument, and next thing I know, I don't remember anything after that, actually.
I explained the ritual and the what the Wanderer said about taking her light, and that she was to be given to the Wanderer.
Do you understand what the Wanderer is?
It spoke to me and said it is an entity of those whose very purpose in life has been taken from them. I somehow managed to find a way to give it new purpose, and I'll show her the bow.
She kind of like puts her hand on it, and this creature was created by mortals, not on purpose, by merely existing, as it feeds off of that emotion of somebody who is completely lost in life, or has lost everything.
I'll be honest, I felt a bit of a kinship with it, as I got the feeling of it being unwhole, and as I've kind of explained my situation, I am not whole.
In a way, I think that's why they were going to use me as a sacrifice to the ritual, because I was someone who was lost. All I remember is seeing complete and utter darkness, but then suddenly seeing a light, and then wanting nothing in the world more than to go towards it. I don't know if I was feeling my own feelings or the Wanderer's feelings.
Well, there's always a light in the darkness.
I don't know if it was specifically after anything. Maybe it just only saw a light and instinctively went towards it, because that's all it really had. But I guess for now, what is the next step?
Well, we have been brought here for a purpose of combating the corruptions and what seems to be combating this Aiko, as she appears to be a main source of this corruption now. But if you're feeling up to it, I'm not sure. My memory does not really state if you're good at fighting, but if you are, we could certainly use the help.
She'll like slowly nod, and I will definitely help. I need to right the wrongs.
Perhaps having you around might help me to remember a few things.
Make an insight. As you say these, that last part, you notice that she doesn't like. It's hard for her to look you in the eyes.
Because I'm not exactly me.
Yeah, it's again hard to like. She knows this is you, but it's not quite you.
Mm-hmm.
And going through losing somebody and then finding them right after,
broken.
Yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, she'll say, well, whatever I can do.
and I kind of apologized for not being the me that I know you would love to see, but maybe one day I'll return.
She's quiet for that. She doesn't know what to say. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right.
Because unfortunately, I think I was winter last, and that's one thing about like not being extremely emotional with this and everything.
Which is completely fair, but also with the other, this is probably one of the best emotions to have right now. For you don't want the angry one.
Yeah,
it's me. But all right.
Start screaming at her. I'm exactly who I used to be. No.
Love me! Look at me and love me! That's how I imagine Sever would go.
As for Avaris.
Yes.
As you are working with Silica, correct?
Yes.
As you are working with her, she takes the samples and starts to experiment with them, like you did with the flower. And as with the help with Dove and Joey as well, you guys experiment around with. Well, I guess it depends. How ethical is Avaris?
To be frank, he will go to the point of...
That is the DM's name.
Mm-hmm. Good one. Next roll is a disadvantage. I'm just kidding.
Honestly, if it gets the results, he will do it. If it will do good, he will push it to the limit. He is more than willing to experiment on quotation living things, but things that he think of as intelligent creatures, he will not experiment on. But he is more than happy. Well, I shouldn't say happy, but more than willing. To...
Gotcha. So yeah, first she tries it on inanimate objects and sees the decay on them. Then she tries it on a living creature. It's small lab rat type of thing. And then she starts to wonder. It seems to be working different on animals and creatures of the sort, though it does seem to still corrupt the animals and change their nature.
Interesting, it also has the ability to make a mimicry of these creatures.
Yes.
He can corrupt and form. So I wonder if it can take as well.
Seems to take over its emotions. As you look at the rat, it basically stopped moving. Like it, you've more or less seen it how you felt it as what the Wanderer was trying to do to you, in trying to basically lose hope. You see this rat just like it is looking, its eyes of just hopelessness.
Maybe it doesn't. Once it takes over its mind, maybe it's not just taking the hope, but it is not having any hope itself. So once it takes over, it's already hopeless. because the corruption is hopeless.
It seems to force its feelings onto others.
Yes. But it's also very interesting as he kind of says it, you can heal the corruption with magic.
It seems so on mortals.
Yes, but can aspects be healed by normal means?
Yes,
Oh.
but for some reason, my sister's aspect could not, as it was unable to be removed from it.
If it's attaching to your purpose. I believe Kailthas was speaking much about giving purpose. That's why he has that bow.
So giving it the promise of what it needed.
But it instead of it takes it and is maybe changing it, perhaps. And that change of what is the word? There's a fight with your own purpose. So if we change your purpose, does that mean you lose yourself entirely?
It is a very interesting idea. From what I can understand of where this thing came from and how it was birthed in the first place, it seems fairly similar to how me and my brothers and sisters were created. We were created in the concepts of mortals, of their best qualities, well as this thing was created of their worst qualities, or what can lead a mortal astray.
Indeed.
But the question now is, how do we remove this from an aspect? Give me one moment, please, and you see her wave her finger around, and a black portal starts to appear, similar to how the art looks. Give me a second to show that again, just in case. Also, just for the video. Oh, that's a token. Don't show that one. Just like the portal or the black orb in her hand, she summons that, and from that, a book appears. I believe Joey would be really wanting to know what that is. As it is very similar to a wizard's book in a way, except its pages are filled with, you could even just feel the arcane energy. As she pops the lock off of it and opens it and looks through, you see her eyes shifting back and forth very quickly as the pages turn, and you see the black eye core start to materialize more on her eyes, and eventually she stops, closes the book. I believe I was able to figure out an answer.
Interesting.
She creates a metal, almost like a pen, but it's I guess in a way a dart, like how what you use to throw at people, or a throwing needle.
Yeah.
She manifests that in your hand. She places it into the corruption and whisper something, and the corruption goes into the needle, and it's as if like creating similar to how Kailthas' weapon was created. The same needle has the same property. Now, to see if something like this would work, Whisper, can you come here, please? And she grabs the vial of corruption. And do you see where this is going?
Yes.
Do you do anything?
Actually, Avaris kind of walks closer, a little bit curious. He's not going to stop it. Nope. He's interested to see where this is going.
All right. She pours. Whisper looks straight in Silica's eyes and accepts literally everything that she says. No hesitation whatsoever in her. And Silica pours the corruption on her aspect. You see the aspect like twinge at the corruption and start to like slowly lose herself, even if it was a small amount. And Silica goes, fascinating. I actually felt the connection lost immediately.
Does that mean that it is tainting her purpose?
It seems so. Now, to see if we can remove it, and she puts the needle towards her, puts it on directly on the skin where the corruption is, and it seems the corruption gets absorbed into, or tries to go into the needle. Well, I guess the direct approach is more necessary. And then she just quickly jabs it into Whisper's head. Like right through the eye.
Oh no.
What the fuck?
Avaris kind of like nears and is like, does it need a death or destruction of the being to work?
In this case, as the needle's still in Whisper's eyes, and Whisper is just like, at this point she is dead at this point. You see her body start to fade away as the corruption is left behind and goes into the object.
Do you feel her connection again?
I do. And she snaps her fingers, and for you, this is the first time you have seen the birth of an aspect. As Whisper comes back. Though she looks at you as if this is the first time you're meeting her. As she bows and asks, my lady, who is this? Unfortunately, when an aspect dies, quote unquote, they return back to us, and we can summon them again, but they do not retain the memories that they had. That's what we normally use for minor aspects, as they are our will in a way, as they keep an eye on our domains. And when they have completed their task, they get snuffed out and return back to us, informing us of what has happened.
Interesting. I still consider that probably a form of death, as she retains nothing of her memories before, but it is a census idea of immortality in some aspects. Do you feel any taint, Whisper?
I do not.
Certainly a deep and interesting method. Death separates the corruption, as it is attached to whatever keeps them as a being, is lost, and then we can absorb it and change it.
As for you mortals, it seems that you are more or less immune to fully being corrupted, as you can remove it yourselves, as it is a minor inconvenience of changing your personality in a way. But
perhaps it's because it's a little bit... Mortals have a bit of a complex. It's not one, they have to keep changing it one thing at a time, so perhaps it's a longer corruption. If we stay corrupted the entire time, it could be worse.
Well, in the sense of, you were the ones who created this corruption in the first place. All of your negative emotions, or what causes you to go stray off your paths. This is what these things feed off of. But that to mortals, that is just a mere piece. To aspects and gods like us, that is... we represent that one piece. So, if we get corrupted by this disgusting stuff, I believe that is it for us. We merely just become another corruption. If it spreads. Well, it is a good thing we were able to figure this out before we lose an aspect forever or have to deal with another issue.
Hopefully.
But for now, until we find where this aspect is and figure out... I'm trying to remember if you guys told her about the bow.
I pointed that out immediately.
Yeah, okay. Considering you received or turned that corruption into a weapon, you may use that to absorb the corruption from the aspect. As to, well, killing it is the easiest option.
Yes, but if it gets its purpose is returned back to Helena or the...
Well, that's something you would have to talk to Helena about. I know she very much lets her aspects gallivant as much as they wish.
So you think the bow would be enough to absorb this corruption? We don't need anything else.
It should be, but if it is not, then either...
My phone's randomly started going off.
Yeah, it's all good.
To get further away from a mic.
I say, don't mind me if I'm quiet. I'm actually quietly working on tomorrow's game while listening to this game, so
it's all good. Exposition.
Yeah.
But for now, I believe that weapon should be enough. If not, then we would have probably had you kill the aspect, and maybe Hubris would have been able to cleanse the leftover corruption. If we leave the corruption as is and the aspect is taken over, well, if Hubris cleanses it, then that is it for the aspect. There's no returning from that.
We shall see. But yes, that is most likely the scenario.
But for now, thank you for your assistance, and I believe I will have my assistant Dove escort you, as she has something to do in this city with the shopkeep here, apparently.
Very well. And thank you for allowing me to witness your experiments as well. It has been quite informative.
She nods to both you and Joey. I'm curious what Joey would even just be quiet in the corner going, oh, fuck. She's tripping out or something. But yeah.
Too timid to say anything against.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd say, depending on if you guys wanted to do anything else, what was it that I was supposed to... I was supposed to go back to you, Anthonie, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What was it again? Remind me.
I was asking who was this aspect, what were they like?
Gotcha.
Seeing if there's any way to get through to them.
That goes perfect to what happened before. I'm assuming you're asking Helena.
Yes. As they're dancing and learning.
As you two finally find like a quiet, like point of either resting from dancing and and all that stuff, you guys sit down and enjoy a drink. And you bring up the aspect, correct?
Yes. What was this aspect's name that was corrupted?
His name was Creativity.
But I don't want creativity being corrupted.
As I hope you and your friends and my sister find a solution to bring him back. He is one of my stronger aspects. He's been around for many years. He would enjoy staying with the Fey creatures and helping them, keeping them safe. The amount of Fey creatures he would come up with as well, and he very much reminded me of one of my older brothers.
There's two things. You said he came up, so he created
Yes.
Fey creatures?
In a way. It was very interesting. He would first try it on himself, though. He would turn himself into those Fey creatures and make sure that they're suitable to life.
Mm-hmm.
But it was more or less helping evolution along, in a way. Adapting creatures that shouldn't be in the Fey to fit in the Fey.
So, your brother, what was he like? The one that creativity reminds you of?
Oh, Tatsuno. He is also very creative, as he Well, he has come from humanity's way of innovation. He's honestly the one who helped create those skyships that brought you here. Normally I prefer getting to place myself or the help of the Jewel Protectors, but seems like normal civilians prefer something not growling at you.
But where is the fun in that? I like a little adventure. Is there, beyond the fey creature, is there anything that creativity particularly liked? Something that always spoke to him and got through?
Hey, honey. Hi. Some water.
It's hard to say. I remember him enjoying the stars and painting as well.
Oh shit, I got that.
You do make very impressive art. He would always like to draw his creatures before turning them into reality.
Rough drafts.
Exactly. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You are probably more than likely going to have to fight it.
I'm sure, but seeing that he is still where he is means he's still a part of himself, as he did isolate himself. If he was completely lost, he would be rampaging right now. Yes.
Yes.
So there's hope. She smiles. Besides, brothers, sisters, family, even friends fight each other every once in a while.
It's I'll say this much. It is hard being the youngest sibling of gods. To even be millennia old, but still be seen as young.
I'm much smaller scale of things, you know. I definitely wasn't born to the god, but I do live longer than, well, I was supposed to live longer than other mortals, and I was the youngest as well. But it's fine. Always have high hopes and standards put before you. But sometimes you have to take the path of your own. Sometimes that's the best choice. Despite your family may not see it that way. But who am I to preach to a god?
This was very fun. But I believe we should return before my sister finds out that I am not there doing my
Before your
duties.
sisters find out that we were investigating and putting ideas together to put this corruption to an end.
That is a good way of spinning it, for sure. Maybe we will use that one.
You are doing good. Don't worry what she says. If you exhaust yourself too much, then you end up doing yourself worse and harm. So, this was good. You're recharged, hopefully. Just a tiny bit.
This was a good way to clear the mind. And when this is over, when my domain is safer, I will take you to the Temple of Eladrin myself.
He has a big smile. And then goes in for a hug, and then like immediately pulls her out of the tavern. Come. Let's go tell us our findings.
Alright, she goes with you. All right. So, with that, is there anything else any of you wish to do?
Let's say I think that might be a good spot to wind down.
Yep.
I might visit the only stores for Planexia, right? Like the big store.
So, there is another store.
Yeah, let's say one of her sister branches or whatever.
Yep. They will mention. Helena will mention. If you wish to resupply all your goods and use the reward that we gave you, there is the Diamond Emporium. Do check on my aspect there. I have not heard much from there, though it doesn't necessarily surprise me.
On the aspect and the Diamond Emporium, right?
Yep.
Okay. Their name?
One second, I forget. Literally escaped my mind.
You're supposed to remember this.
I haven't talked to her in so long. Her name is Apathy.
We'll be very apathetic to whatever flight that she might be going through.
Do not take anything she says to heart, by the way.
Or?
Well, you'll see for yourself.
Don't worry, I'd probably just end up playing music and talking up Planexia's shop around her. Don't worry. I made a bargain.
But yeah. So, as everything starts to die down, eventually you guys will get your long rest.
Yeah.
And we shall see what happens next time.